Adolf Hitler needs no introduction. He is the most notorious leader of Nazi Germany and is responsible for the massacre of 6 million Jews during World War II. Besides his war crimes, Adolf Hitler is somewhat an interesting and surprising character. In today's video of the Info Perspective, we will talk about 5 interesting facts about Adolf Hitler that you may not know of. In 1938, Adolf Hitler was named as Time magazine's Person of the Year. Though giving Hitler the award was seen as a controversial choice, Time had given the recognition to other controversial figures such as Joseph Stalin, Osama bin Laden, Ayatollah Khomeini, and Donald Trump. The publication claims that the title goes to the person or persons who most affected the news and our lives, for good or ill, and embodied what was important about the year, for better or for worse. In 1939, Adolf Hitler was nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. The nomination was recommended by Eric Gottfried Christian Brandt, a social democratic member of the Swedish Parliament. In Brandt's recommendation letter to the Nobel Committee, Brandt called Hitler a God-given fighter for peace and the Prince of Peace on Earth. He also expressed confidence that the dictator could pacify Europe and possibly the whole world. However, in an interview with a Swedish newspaper, Brandt said that the recommendation letter was meant to be ironic and sarcastic to provoke Hitler and the Nazis, who started the war. Adolf Hitler was a drug addict. Adolf Hitler had a doctor named Theo Morrill. Morrill gave Hitler daily vitamin injections for his health. As the war turned difficult for Germany in 1941, Hitler got sick and was unable to attend a military briefing, which was unheard of before. Morrill thus decided to give Hitler something different on that day, which was a cocktail of drugs which included cocaine. Hitler, who had suffered from high fever, immediately felt well again and was able to go to the meeting and tell the generals how the war should continue and how the daily operations should commence. He was amazed by this immediate recovery from the cocktail of drugs he received. From that moment on, he asked Morrill to give him similar cocktails in the future. Adolf Hitler actually gave orders to protect an Austrian Jewish doctor by the name of Eduard Bloch. When Adolf Hitler was a young boy, Eduard Bloch was the doctor that treated Hitler's mother when she was ill. Hitler was believed to be very grateful to Eduard Bloch as he was the doctor that showed a lot of kindness towards Hitler's family, by reducing medical fees and not even charging any fees at all during some medical visits. During World War II, on Hitler's orders, Bloch was protected by the Gestapo, which was Nazi's secret police. Bloch was able to keep his apartment, to get coupons for clothing and other things, thus making him the only Jew in Austria entitled to do so. Bloch stayed in his house with his wife undisturbed until the formalities for his immigration to the United States were completed. Without any interference from the authorities, they were able to sell their family home at market value, which was highly unusual as compared to the distressed sales of immigrating Jews at that time. In 1940, Bloch immigrated to the United States and settled in Bronx, New York City. He died of stomach cancer in 1945 at the age of 73, barely a month after Hitler's death. In 1924, while in prison for high treason, Adolf Hitler began writing what would later be considered one of the world's most dangerous books, titled Mein Kampf, which translates to My Struggle. Mein Kampf, which was initially published in 2 volumes, were books where Adolf Hitler chronicled his life and presented his racist ideology. He claimed to have become a fanatical anti-Semite while living in Vienna. Although it initially had only limited success, Mein Kampf's popularity grew as did that of Hitler and the Nazis. A Bible of National Socialism, it was a required reading in Germany, and by 1939 more than 5 million copies had been sold. After Hitler's death, the work was banned in Germany and other countries, and the German state of Bavaria, which held the copyright, refused to grant publishing rights. However, some publishers continued to print the work, and in 2016 it entered the public domain after the copyright expired. Days later, a heavily annotated Mein Kampf was published in Germany for the first time since 1945, and it became a bestseller. So these are 5 interesting facts about Adolf Hitler that you may not know of. If you like my video, please give a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to my channel. Also, please feel free to put your opinions in the comment section below on what other videos you would like to see in this channel. Thank you for watching and see you soon in my next video.